Mallett from Mallett Buildings this morning. I always want to start out telling you to be careful of these home improvement registers. They're not licensed contractors. In fact, while we're on that subject, if a home improvement contractor has been in business for, let's say, 1 or 2 years or 3 years, find out where he got the experience to even be a builder. I know for a fact at least 2 builders that compete with us, that you're probably getting bids from, who've never built a building. Yet, 2 or 3 years ago, they went and got a $50 home improvement registration, got a little work comp policy, and now they're out there building buildings. You're going to have trouble at some point with these guys. They don't know what they're doing. It's very important that when you look at the license, you say, well, where was your credentials before you got the license? How many buildings did you build? What have you been doing? I would be very careful of them. Very, very careful of these guys. Now, once again, remember, if you buy a Mallett building, 900 square feet or more, you can get a free pellet barbecue pit or a Gator ice chest, which is comparable to Yeti. Remember, that's free. That's free for just coming here and doing business with us. The other thing I want to tell you that whenever you bid from us, I highly recommend what you do is call us, and if you want to call for bids, fine. I'm going to give you a specification sheet with my bid. It's going to tell you exactly everything I'm going to give you. Now, if you're going to get one of these yo-yos to bid against me, get him to initial that he's bidding heads up, the apples to apples. Make him sign it. Because the only thing he's going to get you to sign is a 1-page trouble with a capital T. My contract's 36 pages. I'm going to go everything with you. Been doing it for 22 years. This tells you how unprofessional they really are. Okay? But what you need to do is use the specification sheet. They should be more than willing, if they want to compete in the real world, to tell you exactly what you're going to get. Because I'm going to tell you exactly what you're going to get with a specification sheet. This is critical for you. And it gives you a legal binding document so that he's got to perform. Here, this thing don't have all this. This is wide open. Be careful. Now, the next thing I want to like to talk about this morning, it's been a while since I talked about it, steel versus wood. In the wood in the post frame or steel versus post frame. There's 3 types of construction. You got post frame, stick frame, and steel. Okay, let's compare first post frame. Post frame, we anchor the post 3 feet in the ground in a post protector. Okay. Stick frame, they're going to sit on top of the slab with anchor bolts. Steel, they're going to use columns and they're going to anchor them to the slab. The strength of the post frame versus the other 2 is we are anchored in the ground. The other 2 are sitting on top of this slab, just like this. Okay? In time, if those anchor bolts rust, you have nothing. Over here, the treated post in the post protector is guaranteed for a lifetime by the manufacturer. When you put the post protector, we guarantee them for 50 years. No concrete, no dirt organism, nothing touches that post. Over here, stick frame and steel, that anchor bolt is exposed to the elements. They're going to rust. They're going to get weak in time. And so what happens on the stick frame, you don't even see it because typically they cover the walls. So you don't see what's going on. Over here on steel, you can see it, but you're going to have to keep doing maintenance. Okay? A lot of maintenance on red iron. And even galvanized stuff, after 10 years, you're going to have to start doing some maintenance on it. That's the difference right there. Now, the other thing you got to, when you start talking about these 3, is headwind. Okay, post frame, all these posts are anchored 3 feet in the ground on the outer perimeter slab. The others are sitting on top of the slab. So I have more power when the headwind hits these buildings. It's got to shear them posts. Where over here, you just got to roll them over. It's just the bolts. There's no strong. You can have a beam this big, but if he's only got a 5/8 or 3/4 inch bolt holding it, it's no stronger than the bolt. There's a big fallacy about that. Okay. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you about. I'm going to continue to talk about steel versus wood in the next coming segments. But today I wanted to talk a little bit about that. Once again, share this. Thank you for listening. You can call me at 337-515-2154, or you can go to the office 337-214-0428. Thank you for listening. Please share it.